This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Hello and welcome to the Late Night News with me, Ramanathan. The top stories tonight. Swine flu is back to haunt Tamil Nadu, claims another victim in Coimbatore. The centre imposes a moratorium on BT brinjal, giving into the negative sentiments of the public. Dutch national accused of child sexual abuse and pornography gets bail from a city court.
This is quite an elaborate examination that takes time.
Former Lankan Army Chief General Sarath Fonseca arrested. Wife Anoma says he was treated like an animal.
They treated him as an animal.
Is Tamil Nadu going the UP and Gujarat way in encounter killings? Rights groups raise a stink after yesterday's encounter. After Dale's heroics, the spin-ups bowled South Africa to victory on day 4 of the Nagpur test. A 20-year-old woman has died due to swine flu in Coimbatore. According to sources, she was also suffering from other diseases and passed away this evening. This shocking incident makes many wonder about whether swine flu is back in Tamil Nadu. Now, the government has said no to genetically modified brinjal for now. Environment Minister Jairam Ramesh said that public sentiment is negative on the issue, imposing a moratorium on BT brinjal. He said more information was needed on the impact of BT brinjal on human health and environment. He said that many states expressed their apprehension over BT brinjal.
The Troika.
Prachi Bhuchar, correspondent NDTV, joined us earlier with her inputs.
That this was a food crop and you could not compare it to BT cotton or the success of BT cotton because it was a food crop and it did, of course, affect the health of thousands of people. So as a result of that, he said that this was, of course, a decision that was taken keeping those public sentiments in mind, and that is something that the government has considered foremost at this very step. Well, a number of people who we have been speaking to are fairly relieved. A lot of these are people from NGOs and scientists as well, who have been opposed to the introduction of BT brinjal. Now, something that the Environment Minister said earlier today was that he had personally written to over 50 scientists in India and abroad who did respond and say that BT brinjal should not be introduced.
2 weeks after Sri Lankan President Mahinda Rajapakse defeated his ex-army general Sarath Fonseca in an electoral battle, Fonseca has been arrested for allegedly plotting to assassinate the president and his family. His wife broke down in front of journalists, alleging that the government treated Fonseca as an animal.
Sri Lanka's most celebrated general is under arrest. Former army chief and the man Rajapakse defeated in the recent presidential elections, General Sarath Fonseca, is in government custody for allegedly plotting to overthrow the government while serving as the head of the army. He will now be court-martialed. Late last night, Fonseca was taken away by the military police. Today, his wife Anoma alleged that her husband was treated as an animal.
They came under army law, but they treated him not like that. They treated him as an animal. I can say it.
අඩුතරමේ ඔහු ඉන්න තත්ත්වයවත් මට දැනගන්න තිබුණේ.
Fonseca and President Mahinda Rajapakse were strong allies and partners in ending the country's 25-year-old civil war last May, but subsequently had a falling out and Fonseca quit his post. Fonseca has called the allegations fabricated and vowed to push on with his political career.
මුල් ලංකාවම ත්‍රස්තවාදීන්ගේ බේරා ගැනීම සඳහා විශාල මෙහෙයක් කරපු විත්තිය. ඉතින් එච්චර දෙයක් කරලත් මේ විදිහට සලකන්න ගියා නම් ඇත්තටම මට හිතා ගන්න බෑ ලංකාවේ මොන වගේ නීතියක් තියෙනවද කියලා.
Fonseca is supposed to have many supporters in the Sri Lankan army and there are now fears that his arrest could lead to further unrest in a country just starting to recover from a more than 2-decade-old war with the LTTE. Bureau Report, NDTV Hindu.
Now, after the latest encounter death in Neelangra on Monday, human rights activists say there's a strong political motive in the police shootings. Shabir Ahmed has more on that.
The shooting of Dindukal Pandi by the police on Monday may serve as a warning to other notorious elements like him. But this latest encounter has sparked an outburst of speculation about the motive. Rights activists say these killings are politically motivated.
அரசியல் கட்சியுடன் தொடர்புடையவர்களாக இருந்து சில அரசியல் தலைவர்களுடைய கையாட்களாக இருந்து அவர்களுடைய சில வேலைகளை முடிப்பதற்கு பயன்படுத்தப்பட்டிருக்கிறார்கள். ஒரு குறிப்பிட்ட கட்டத்தில் இவர்களுடன் மூலமாக தங்களுடைய ரகசியங்கள் வெளியே வந்து விடுமா என்கிற அச்சம் வரும் பொழுது தங்களுடைய அதிகாரத்தை பயன்படுத்தி போலீஸை வைத்து அவர்களை கொல்லுகிறார்கள்.
But don't forget that they have got political patronage. And it is people who have got political patronage, the moment they become slightly weak on their political patronage, that they are killed. Those who are high on the political patronage are safe.
In the last 10 years alone, the state has witnessed nearly 70 encounters. Behind every encounter, there is a strong political background. Though it was an open secret, this nexus was never proved in the court of law. In the past, gangsters have been operating in the state, directed by their political masters and also protected by them. Veeramani was killed in the year 2003. He was known as an AIADMK sympathizer. Bankumar was killed in the year 2006. He was identified as a PMK supporter. Vellaravi was killed in the year 2006. He was identified as a strong supporter of Purachi Bharadam party. Sources say Dindukal Pandi had strong links with the governing party and enjoyed political patronage for a very long time. This has brought sharp focus on the nexus between politicians and rowdies. A research by C.K. Gandhirajan, a senior police officer in Tamil Nadu, reveals the hand-in-glove relationship. The research says the politicians, businessmen, industrialists and trade unions for the protection of their party and its activities hire some of these mercenaries. Since these people cannot go out for legal help from the law enforcing agencies for protection of their illegal business. Though the police may defend encounters as an attempt to maintain law and order in the state, many are skeptical and say violating the law is not the solution. In Chennai, Shabir Ahmed for NDTV Hindu.